Hi guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we're riding the local woods of Yearsley Forest. It's a very dull and wet day, very grim as you can see, but we're going to be getting out and doing some ride feedback footage today. We're going to be checking out the 5010, seeing how it rides. I'm going to be doing some slow-mo footage and just different trails that I'm used to, and I know kind of the feel of how other bikes perform, so I'm going to be comparing that to how the new 5010 rides. So a lot have been asking about the Invisi, and they want to take a look at the closer detail of the gloss Invisi. It should be a matte Invisi. It's a matte coloured finish, but we've put a gloss Invisi on it, so we're just going to give you a little bit of a close-up of the detail on that now. So it is a very dull day today, but you can see just how the gloss Invisi does pop. We take a closer look, you can see the matte finish under the gloss. However, it doesn't stand out too much. Really nice finish on that, and it just gives it that extra pop. I love gloss bikes. Don't get me wrong, I do like the matte as well, but I think with the gloss Invisi it just really pops that extra little bit more. Especially in the sun. So yeah, it's now time to kit up and go hit the trails, which are like somewhere up there. Let's just take a little look at the conditions today. This is one of the famous trails at Yearsley. Absolute slop. So let's just talk a little bit of a boring subject, but climbing. Just on our way to the first trail. It's quite a bit of a climb to get there. I'm used to pedaling a 29er, not the little 650. But what I have noticed, the main difference, seated efforts, still there's no bob in the suspension. You can see that at all. No movement, pretty solid. All you have to do is get out of the seat a little bit more. Standing efforts, feels like a hardtail really. As soon as you touch the cranks, power's imminent. 29ers, you tend to sit back a little bit more and kind of churn your way up the climbs. 650s, a little bit more punchy, so it's good to get out of the seat and give it an effort. Struggling with fitness, not gonna lie, but really like it. Really like how it climbs. Looking forward to the first descent. So we've just done the first climb. Give you a little bit of an analysis on the how this bike climbs. Really well. New linkage has just completely changed the bike. A lot more support when you're out of the saddle and giving it some big licks. Not that I give it big licks now, but it's yeah, you can definitely notice it when you're out of the saddle and putting down that power. Now we've got the boring stuff out of the way. We're going to hit the first trail. This is Pirate Radio, Yearsley Woods. So we're going to run you through this one. I don't have a GoPro mount, so we're just going to get some side-on clips down here and then see how the tracks are running. Sunshine's coming out, so that's good. So yeah, let's see what it's running like. We've just ridden the first descent. Just to give you a rundown on the descent, it's quite tight, techie in places. Very rooty on some certain areas. The place we've just stopped and had a little session on now is the rooty area. There's got some quite deep ruts and some quite biggish roots, where in the previous passed on 29ers you just glide straight over the top of them. The older 5010, you could tell that the bike was skipping around underneath you. Now they've gone lower link on this this current 5010. You could tell the maximisation of the grip and how how planted it is through the section. It is a bike now where you can just point, aim, shoot. If you do get a little bit out of line, because it's small and it's nice and playful, you can soon realign it, which that's one thing that I've noticed with the 5010. As well as it being playful, it's also very planted and very stable throughout the trail. So we're just going to run this trail down from the top to the bottom and stop at some locations. Next we're going to look at some turns and see how well this bike grabs into the turns. Just going to run this route section over a few times. So hopefully you can see from that little clip there how well the bike tracks the ground. Rooty section, quite deep roots, and it just is absolutely planted and stable through the section. Never a time where you feel out of line, even on a wet day like today. One major pointer that I've noticed on this bike is, well, one key word in particular is bike placement. When you're coming through the trails and you get stuck in a route or you see a line, it's really easy to rectify that and jump across the trail, setting you up for that perfect line. The more times that I ride that section, the more exciting it gets. Super playful bike. We're just going to get some more riding features from now on, and just a continued laps of some riding. So just a quick summary on corners and how this bike rides through them. With the new and improved lower link to the 5010, you can tell that extra support that you get. With the lower link, it's more centre of gravity, pushing into the turns, maximising that grip, and you can definitely notice that. Today's conditions, we've got wet leaves, we've got mud, so it is a little bit more skatey, which is, you know, super playful, and what this bike's all about. So yeah, today, just to give you a quick summary on corners. The bike is so much better than the previous model. Second word that we use to describe the 5010, previous model and the new model, is poppy and playful. Well, there's two words there, but it's still got that poppy, playful edge. Really playful on the turns, sharp turns, you can feel it just slipping out underneath, but you've just got that extra confidence and support underneath you when you really need it. So yeah, massive improvement from the old one. So as you can see there, the conditions on the old COVID-19 trail are pretty grim, really fun. Bikes territory, 5010 territory, rutty, rooty, wet, just great fun. There you have it, guys. Typical Yorkshire day in Yearsley Woods. Prime conditions, as you can see. Had another great day on the 5010. The next video that we will be doing is the Jackal build, which a lot have been asking for, and I want to see a detailed shot of that. So we're going to be running through that, and then after that we'll be doing some bike reviews, 29 of the 650. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, guys. The weather.